But yeah, going back to over here, right? Once the Lord start waking us up, then we're gonna find about it. We're gonna find out about it. Sorry, we're gonna find out about it. And then you're gonna put the cornrows on, and you're gonna cover your head. You're gonna cover your head like this. But for now, you're walking around free, you know, cause you ain't under the rules yet. You gonna be, you gonna be. But I would still like for our people to be walking around with this, and this. You see, this like I said, the so-called dark skinned man, he doesn't hate this. He would have this for his wife. He don't hate that. It's these types. Some of them of these types too, man. That's why you gotta watch out who you hanging around with. You see their mentality and stuff like that. Like I said, the Jake man, like the dark skinned man, for example, he would not look at this with racist hatred. Is this the same person? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so he wouldn't hate on this on sight. But if you look like this, when you go to Brazil, for example, if you look like this, these motherfuckers hate you. If boy, y'all don't know nothing about that there. I don't know if you know, but y'all, I don't think y'all know. Dominican Republic, they fucking hate you. I know a few here, so I know what I'm talking about, and I don't like them. You can't say anything to me about that. Fuck that. These people don't like you. These people don't like me, and they don't like you neither. Oh, you need to get together with fuck you. No, 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 no. I hope the Lord deals with you for that, man. I'm done. I ain't gonna bend my way backwards trying to show you love. Why should I do that? That don't make no sense. I'll do my best to stay away from you. You know. But like I said, sir, if you come with that skin color thing, I don't like you. And if you come with other things, like you have other philosophy or something like that, then they might hate you and stuff like that. But I don't really hate you back. I just think you're stupid. And some of them, I don't like them. But some of them, I'd be like, yeah, but he believes in this Islam thing, but he's still a genuine man. He's still a brotherly man. I have no problem with that. The only problem I have is that you're following after another god, but the reason I say I have no problem with that is that I just talk to you, say hello, bye bye, and stuff like that. Just like with some Edomites. Hey man, some Edomites I just say hello, a conversation and stuff like that, and we just keep it moving. We go to our own places and stuff like that. He goes there, I goes there. When I see him again, hey, how you doing, man? That stuff like that. It's all cool, cat, man. You shouldn't let everybody basically close to you that look like you, and not necessarily everybody that don't look like you, that you keep them far from you. It's not all the time like that. It's like that a lot of times, but not all the times. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know guys like this, man. No dudes like that. No problem whatsoever. Mm-hmm. But the racism within our people, like this, if I see a female with this, I am not talking to you. I ain't shaking your hand, because I already know. Because I know. I've seen some shit, man. I don't like people like that. I don't like it. I don't like them. I just stay away from them. People like this, okay, cool, okay. As long as your hair is black, I'm down. But as soon as I see you dye your hair like this, okay, that distance is coming. It's there. I can't really help it. And I don't want to help it. So I can help it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to stay the same minded. I don't want to change certain things. It's just weird. You always got to be on guard. You have to be. Because if you're not, hey, listen, man. It's always them females that will spit out your so-called secrets. Why? Because you're intimate with them. So if you let these type of females around your house, eventually you're gonna get into a war with her, and she's gonna go to another guy like, yeah, you see that guy over there? Yeah, he hates this, or he has this type of money. That's because the hatred will come. That's why you shouldn't let every female in your house. Me personally, I used to say this: ain't none of these motherfuckers, and it never happened. And I have never in my life had a black female like this in my house. I never. I always said to my, I won't do that. You're not coming in. And I'm not talking to you. And I never did that. You know? If you say hello to me, I'll say hello back. I bet your ass I will not be that fucked up, because the scriptures is not really down with that. Because it says here, Sarah. No. Let me go here. I think it was here. You should be ashamed of that. Okay, it says here, Sirach chapter 41, verse 17. Be ashamed of whoredom before father and mother, and of a lie before a prince and a mighty man. Of an offense, so be ashamed also of an offense before a judge and ruler. Be ashamed of iniquity before a congregation and people. Be ashamed of unjust dealing before thy partner and friend. Be ashamed of theft in regard of the place where thou sojournest. You came here to visit, and now you're being accused of stealing. You gotta be ashamed of yourself, brother, man, because you did it. It's horrible. And in regard of the truth of the Heavenly Father and His covenant, you're lying about the truth. Be ashamed of that. A lot of posterity pastors do that. And also whoredom before father and mother. Give not thy substance unto a whore. And also whoredom concerning going following other gods and stuff like that. And also basically bringing a slut to your father and your mother. And if a lie before, okay, that going on. And it says, be ashamed and, okay, be ashamed also, and to lean with thine elbow upon the meat. And of scorning to give and take. You're always bitching and complaining to give something. Or when you take a gift, you be like, so small. You can find something better. You a demon, man. You a demon for that, you know? Ungrateful pieces of feces, man. You're scorning. You're bitching and complaining when you have to give something or when you receive something. Anyway, be ashamed of, right? And be ashamed of, and of silence before them that salute thee. And to look upon a harlot with a gazing manner, like, oh man, I'm offensive about you, I want you and my family, oh, you're an idiot. You should be ashamed of that. You know, popping a harlot is different than really to look upon them, like, wow, gazing at them, like, you know, with the puppy love eyes. Yeah, you're an idiot. You should be ashamed of that. That's not a woman. That's what it is. That's what they are. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, a bitch. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Those are the ones you should love. Don't be hanging around goddamn bitches, man. The Bible calls you a bitch. So what is a female dog? What? What's a female dog name called? A bitch. So, what did the scriptures say concerning a shameless woman? You're a dog. And therefore you are a female dog, right? So you're a bitch. That's what the Bible calls you. You're a bitch. The Bible says you're a bitch. Let me say it better. The Bible indicates that you're a bitch. Indicate, point out, show, suggest, in a desirable or necessary course of action. As a desirable. Basically, it specifies you as a bitch. It doesn't say it outright there, but you can think for yourself, you know? And maybe if you are not told, you're not gonna see it as, no, it says a dog. What's the name of the female dog? Lucy? Karen? Millie, Lily, Honey? Oh, Lucy. Yeah. I didn't actually see that one. Bailey. You know, Harper, Birdie, Sophie. Sophie means knowledge. You know? Right. How about bitch? Right. Going on. Now, as I say, you should be ashamed and of silence before them that salute thee, and to look upon the harlot. But yeah, also be ashamed and turn away thy face from thy kinsman. Oh yeah, you should be ashamed of that. When your family member needs help, and then you be like, help yourself. Or to take away a portion of a gift. I have met people like that. You know, my family members, for example, send stuff to other family members in South America, and they're greedy over there. So instead of like 10, they would give them 9, or they would give them 8, and then as if we're not gonna talk to them, like, hey, so how many did you get? Oh, I got 8. Thank you for the 8. Well, what you said? Wait a minute. Well, how many did you get? Yeah, I got 8. Thank you for that. I'm very grateful and stuff like that. And now you foaming at the mouth. What? He did that, or she did that. Now you got a new beef, a new struggle, because of a thief. You know? Meanwhile, you was probably planning to give that person another time, but first you focus on this family member, but then they get jealous and then they start stealing from each other. So that happens, man. You know how many land we have been given there, our grandparents and stuff like that. They're fighting for it, man. And the motherfuckers are selling it. They sold it too. So they ain't even about building stuff for land. I mean, not building stuff. They're not even about planting stuff on the land. You know, they just want to take the land and sell it to the coolies. And now they have land, and now they have vegetables, and now they make money off of it because they grow stuff. And you, a bitch ass nigga, go buy stuff at the same place that used to be your mother's, which is my grandmother, that used to be your mother's, her land, that was yours. You sold it for money. Now you go to the same places to the coolie to buy vegetables and fruit. Slap in the face. Slap in the face. Or to gaze upon them, but that's one of the curses of the Heavenly Father. They're stupid. Or to give, not all Israelites are thinking like that. There's a lot of females, men too. There's a lot of the West Side here. She left London behind, changed, life-changing move to 2,000 acres. That's just one. To solo trip. My boyfriend got deported and I followed him. These are West Africans again. And now these people, I'm very proud of this one because she's beautiful first and foremost. She's a dark-skinned woman. Second, that's actually 1 and 2. Actually, I should say. And I'm very, very proud of her. And the other woman here, also proud of her. These two, you know, this. And she
is a whiskey brand from the US called Uncle.
Okay, they're making liquor over there and stuff like that. And I'm also glad that because a lot of farmers, because she explains that a lot of farmers there don't get money, you know. And then what she does is she raised their salary by, you can see that she doesn't fit in. I mean, like, look, she look all dainty and pretty and stuff like that. And then you have people with these type of clothing. She just came here to work with a bright with a bright ass. This is not working clothing, man. But anyway, she comes to oversee the job. Of course, she's a woman. She's not supposed to be having authority like this. But bear with me for a moment. Loose from that, it is a Jacob descendant. That's my point. And she gives all the thing to this man. She says, him, you need to go talk to him because he knows about the thing. She's just the financer. Just like with Deborah. She came because the Lord set her up like that. And then this guy. She explains that you need to talk to him. He knows the stuff. But anyway, not to take away from her, because she's the one that came with the London money, the English money, the CAUCUS money. Then she came here and she set up this. Then she set up this. You know, that's hers now. So it's all good, man. you know. She's gonna get a husband and children and stuff like that, and they're gonna own this too. But eventually, we're gonna own the whole planet Earth. But the fact that they don't know about the scriptures, and I see them having these things, I'm very happy. It's very dope to see that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that. Don't like the makeup.
But still.
They're not wearing too much makeup, but you can see that the face is full of makeup. I hate that shit. You know, you don't need that. She doesn't need it, and other ones doesn't need it neither.
Actually,
they have it a little bit. I see it light on them. I still don't like it. But then again, yeah, it's very difficult to teach a person that they're beautiful, and it's very hard to teach them that. But the fact that she doesn't have the straight hair, I'm ecstatic about that. But I probably know, like, she probably gonna do it. I mean, this is a year old. I haven't looked at other videos. That's what I do with the Jake females that I see with their own hair. I don't look at their other photos because I will see straight hair, and I was like, whatever. You know, like, yeah. You had it for a moment, like this shit. Right? Like this thing's like, oh no, I'm just not down with that, man. I just don't. That's why the West African women are, well, far better.
Just through a business.
And they're more feminine, so. Yeah, they're irritating too. I tell you that. Believe me, the ones from the West Africans from England, they're very mouthy. But the ones from West Africa, they're not that mouthy. Yeah, toward you. But then again, this is not our arrest, so I'm not even worried about that. Talking about relationship, fucking think I am some kind of guru or something like that. I'm doing that shit. I can give you advice on permission, scriptural. I'll tell you one thing: don't try to boss her. It's not always gonna work good, because you have certain females that want to be bossed. And you not bossed as in, you know, when I say jump, you say how high. That's not what I'm talking about, man. It's about basically guiding her. If you are that guide, then they'll listen. You know, if you tell them, for example, like, listen, I don't want you walking around with this. I don't want you walking around with this. I don't want your belly be showing in public. You know, I don't want your whole figure to be showing in public. Why? If the Arab women can do it, how come you can't do it? And this is for our Lord, and you know, but they do it for their God. How come they can do it for their God, which is no God, but our people cannot do it for the living power, Yahweh? How can that shows you, like, okay, then you shouldn't be hanging around females like that. And only when the so-called black female follow after their God, then they will do the dress code thing a little bit more proper, even though you still look like a hoe compared to these three. You know, they have more decent clothing on. You know, I mean, like, what's the fucking miniskirt for? What the fuck is that shit? You know, it's just garbage. Even though you got leggings underneath it, what? No, this is madness. I don't know for that. I wouldn't want my wife walking around like that if I was an Islamic guy. I wouldn't. I would want her to walk around like a normal other Arab, just walking around like them. You know, you don't need to be this fancy. Just cover up, like Turkish. They also dress different, but casual, no normal, man. They don't dress as okay. So here. Okay, this is some grandma stuff. Yes, it's true. With the flowers looking like curtains and stuff like that. That's not. You don't have to wear that. That's just ridiculous. You don't have to wear that. You know, but a little bit modest, man. You got them Turkish females. They actually dress less Well, I wouldn't call it less beautiful, but this one is an attention grabber. These Arabs. This is an Arab. It's not a Turk. These are attention grabbers. You know, these type of clothing. They're attention grabbers. But you have certain, the Turkish ones, they dress more unattention grabber. You know, I don't know the word for it. Well, I can't figure it out in my head right now. But it's not not suspicious. It's not conspicuous, something like that. They don't stand out. Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't stand out. You know, this, yeah, bye, 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 bye. You see a wife walking around like this, yeah, bye, 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 bye. That's not no. We shouldn't be doing that. You know, we shouldn't be doing that. This is the Turkish. That's what I was looking for. Turkish, they do this. This is Turkey. See, I know exactly when I see them clothing. I know, and I know like this. These are Arabs. They're gonna do that fancy shit. They're gonna do that expensive type of stuff. But these, look. This is what I'm talking about. That's a hoe. That's a Edomite. You know, and they were looking at, what the hell is she doing? But they willingly walk like this. You know. But these are Arabs too. These are Arabs too. But like these are the fancy ones. You won't see Turkish females really like this. Like me here in the Netherlands, I have not really seen them dress like this. The Arab females, those are the ones that dress with the fancy stuff and stuff, show the ankles. But the Turkish ones, they kind of cover it up to a certain degree, and they always, not always, but they often have these. I don't like to use the word cheap because I like cheap, but they use it as a disrespectful thing. So I would say with these type of fabrics that are not this type, like the fancy shiny one that you see from afar, these type of clothing, they blend in, except for the scarf, which is all type of colors, so you're not gonna blend in with that one. But and they often have this. These are Turkish. Yeah, Turkish. These are just clothing that are, you know, it's not conspicuous or inconspicuous or something like that. These are Turkish again. Oh, look at this so-called black female trying to be a Turk. Or Muslim, actually, I should say. Yeah, these are Turks. But you can look at them and you be like, oh, you're not that fancy. They don't dress fancy. But yeah, the point is, if they can do it, how come... what? If they can do it, how come the so-called black female can't do it? That's my point of showing all that type of stuff. All that I just showed. Okay? How come they... Oh, I can't click it right. How come they cannot do it? So... It's just, yeah, you're wasting your time, actually, you know. But anyway, if there's a so-called black female, you know, she, so-called black woman, if she was to do her hair, and then if she was to do her hair like that, you know what I'm saying, like this, yeah. But once that time comes, you know, you're gonna do some corn braids, so corn braids. You're gonna do this, corn braids, and they show themselves really. You're gonna walk around like this. Where is it? Let me see. Oh, I just saw one. This one. You're gonna be walking around like this. You're gonna be walking around like this. No, not like that. You're gonna have longer hair, of course, but I mean, like, you're gonna braid your hair like this, and then you could put the thing on your head for the men. Yeah, those are this is Africa, because they got that hair piece. Once these females start to get money, they start to buy hair. But if you keep them broke, then they're gonna have hair like this, which is proper. Just keep them broke. With the black female, you need to keep them broke so that they don't have enough money to go spend it on hair. Yeah. Because if you give them money, they're going to start looking like this. And they're going to buy. You know how expensive this is? I never knew. This is like 500 euros. I never knew that. Because I have never had a female with hair like that in my like neighborhood. I never, sorry, they're theming with them in my neighborhood, but I mean close to me, like in the house. I never had that, so I never had that, so I didn't know. I found out like maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe a little bit more. That thing is so expensive. I never knew because I don't talk to them. I don't ask them. You know, so it's not interesting for me. The point is that these women will have their own. Wait, let me see. Here. He has a video that I saw yesterday. Let me see. He went to a wedding. This one. Then you will see their hair, because yeah, these got money. But anyway, once they get money, then they start to walk around like a bunch of fucking. Anyway. So this is actually a food that they eat in West Africa, which is fufu there, but here is not. It's something else. But our people have it there too in Suriname. Basically, when you I'm gonna show the hair type. Here. This one.
It's a food competition. I really want to be.
Of course, they color their hair too, because you know they're influenced. This is what I'm actually looking for. This is what I want. All my daughters gonna be walking around like this, but they're not gonna have this short hair because the Heavenly Father is gonna bless them again, and they're gonna have long hair, and nobody's gonna walk around with something of another race. That's what I tell you. And like I said, if you go to Suriname, you're going, especially if you go to these places, you're not gonna really see the fake hair thing. You're gonna see it, but yeah, not too much, my man. But nowadays, I haven't been there in a long time, so I heard that they're being influenced by, of course, who do you think? You know, you got shit like this walking around, and so they are being influenced slowly but surely. It's coming to them. But yeah, I'm more than happy that at least it's not 100% of them. Because if you look at America, let me see. If you look at the women back in the days, what did they have? Look at them. This is beauty, especially this one. This is beauty to me, but then again, it's my opinion, right? So yeah, so don't let that discourage you. It's just my opinion. But my effort point. My point is that we all had that. That's what I want to show. And then the influence came when everybody started to have a television in their house. Then they started to get attacked individually on a personal level, in your personal space, where you're supposed to feel comfortable in your house. Even there, they make you feel ugly. You know? And then they started to do it, and look at them now. Look at them now. If you come, listen, man, okay, I don't want to say it actually, but I will say it. But I have, there's a rule for certain things, right? Okay. Listen, what I said, what I didn't want to say, but I'm gonna say it. But listen, if you come to me protesting against the CAUCUS race, right? But you look like you look like them, okay? You look like them, but you're fighting against them. What does that even make any sense? Your hair is yellow, but they hate you, and you still want to look like them. That to me is almost unacceptable. I have no problem with this. You know, so-called light skin. I have no problem. It's a beautiful woman. I have no problem with that. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Once you hate me, I'll turn that hatred on you. I'll bet your ass real quick. Yeah, we're not supposed to hate. You're supposed to pray for the ones that, yeah, I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm kind of there. Especially if I'm calmed down, you know. So I would pray that the Israelites will wake up, but I know not all of us are going to wake up, so I'm not wasting my prayers on them. Why would I do that? That's just a waste of time. I would pray only for the elect. I don't know who the elect are. That's the fun part. She might, you know, just an example. I know she's already gone and, you know, not here anymore. They're probably old or dead, deceased. I would pray for the elect. Now, if one of them is the elect, then I automatically pray for them. I don't have to go specifically individually. Okay, for you, and I hope you wake up, and I hope you wake up, and I hope no. I just say I hope the elect wake up, and Yahweh Bashem Yahshua prayers and stuff like that. And then if it's one of them gonna pop up. If it's none of them gonna pop up. So I'm not wasting my time on an individualism type tip. It's just stupid, and it doesn't make any sense because I'm wasting prayers on you. I don't want to do that. I pray to the Lord that the Lord wake up the elect. And that's all I have to say concerning that, because it's easier, and it's simple, and it's straightforward. Yeah, for example, you have this beyond gay walking around with some yellow hair talking about some pro-blackality. Really? Man, put your hands down, man. Put your hands down. That's not even beyond gay. That's somebody else. Put your hands down, man. Put the pill side of your hand up. You got that yellow ass hair talking about black pride. Shut up. Sit your ass down, man. I ain't believing none of that. You see what I've learned, right? I heard a pimp say this. Every man can control a woman's body. So I thought to think like, yeah, because you're stronger than her, you can force her to do things. And then he said, every man can control a woman's body, but the key is to control her mind. Then I start thinking like, so every time that I lay down with a black female that has straight hair, she's thinking white boy. I never laid down with a black female with straight hair after that day in my life. I'm not lying to you. I didn't do it. Not that I did it. So, oh shit, I was lying. Yeah, but not on purpose, man. Sometimes I forget stuff. Sorry. Let's just say this. I won't willingly do anything with you. And that was just a quick one on a rapping tip. It's not my date, man. It was just some madness, and it's just with the quickness, my man. And the chick had curly anyway. It was curly, which is she had curly in her hair. Let me see, curly. Yeah, she had. It was curly, man. How you call that thing again? I think one, and not one that's coming in my head. Also, shit. But they didn't come to my house. I'm trying to defend myself right about that. Okay. It was never this straight. Not that one. Let me see. She did have curly on her head, which is gel. 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 I don't know if you know what gel is. It's not curly. It's not showing gel. Oh yeah, Boyz II Men had that. Boyz II Men haircut. Wait. Boyz II Men hairstyle right there. 90s. Oh man, I'm trying to. What? Boyz II Men. Damn it, you can't see their hair. They cover it up, you punk asses. This one. No, not this one yet. Later on, they started to put curly on their hair, man. I hope you know what I mean, man. I hope you know what I mean. And yeah, the females used to do that too. So that one. Damn, I'm trying to justify myself. Shit. Anyway, okay, maybe it happened a few times. Not maybe. I know it happened a few times. So, but yeah, it's not conscious, not consciously. Let's just say that. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. But I'll tell you one thing though, this one never came in my house, and I'm not lying about that. This type of shit never came, and I never laid down with them neither. So I don't do that. That's just stupidity. I know what you hate. I know what you love, and therefore I know what you hate. Not everybody has that. When you love something, then you hate the other. See, I don't have that all the time, like with colors or something like that, or with females. Her I'll dislike because she's being boasted over her. I don't even like her necessarily, but I don't like that. Everything that is esteemed is an abomination unto the Lord. So if you are esteemed in this world, everybody thinks you're beautiful because you're mixed up with Esau. Yeah, I'm most likely not a supporter of you. Unless you're not like that, you know. It's all variation, it's all differencing and stuff like that, you know. Some people look like your enemy but they're not, and some people look like they're not your enemy but they are. Same thing with the appearance. Yeah, I was talking about the appearance, but the same thing with this, you know. They might not be your enemy, but it's the mind that I'm actually going after now. So your body and your mind need to be in sync concerning who you hate and who you find extremely beautiful enough for you to walk around as them. Yeah, if you explain it to certain ones, they will get it. And the reason why I don't really talk to black females is because I had a few that I talked to and explained to. And you know what they did the next week, when the next time when I saw them? Or they shaved their head and do that fucking Rihanna haircut. This one, I'm not kidding you. They did this. A black female did this. I was like, what the fuck? I just explained to you about your hair, and then she did the wave straight on one side, and on the other side it was bald. I was like, yo, that's made me waste my hours, 2 hours talking to you. And then I had family members did the same thing with them. Then the next time when I saw them, they had this shit on their hair. I'm like, yo, my papa, you make me talk to. It's like they're defying me. That's the thing. You have to understand that hatred that is within them. They think that I want to control them, so therefore I want to see them like that. I'm not talking to them like that. I'm giving them examples and explaining stuff to them. And they see it as, oh, you're trying to control me, whatever. I'm like, no, Satan controls you. I mean, who the fuck is this? Who's fucking you? A silly Negro. That's doing it. And she thinks she's pretty with them fake ass eyes. But when she take them eyes out and the normality of her hair, then you will see what she is instead of what she wants to look like. I can't find these. I can't love people like that. I can't. I'm trying, but I can't. I just don't want to, actually. I don't want to do that. Why would you want to do that to yourself? You have to understand you're going to get children with a female like that if you was to let them in your sight, like in your house or whatever. Or you was to, let them in your life, I should say that. You're going to get children with them. And what are your children going to look like? What are your children going to find beautiful? They're damn sure not going to find this beautiful. Sure as damn sure not going to find this, the epiphany of beauty. And that is what you're going to pass on to your so-called kids. You're going to pass on that stupidity. That I'm ugly. And you're ugly. And therefore we need to look like a bunch of CAUCUS people. That's what you're going to pass through them, through that female. And most likely she's going to fight with you. And then therefore now she's going to have full access to the children without you. Because the CAUCUS is going to help her to do so. That's one of his plans. And then he wins. And she wins. But then the end, the Heavenly Father is going to win. But yeah, you got to go through it then. So therefore, I would be like, yeah, you need to watch out who you pick. Don't go just sticking your little dingling all up in every female in existence. Because if you do that, you're going to just bring destruction upon yourself. And therefore, you're going to want to kill. You're going to want to be angry. You're going to want to fight. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to do that. Instead of listening to a person, that can give you an insight on something. I say it with a question mark. Because, hey, you might be like, yeah, but you never went through those things. Yeah, but not a lot of people learn like that. Not everybody learns off of going through things. Some people learn off of seeing other people go through things. They'd be like, no, I don't think I want to go through that. Then you avoid that as the plague. And then you have learned. You learned from it. And then you'd be like, okay, this is not going to happen to me because I saw what it can do to you. And I would be very careful. And you will always see this same pattern. The pattern is boy meets girl, boy falls in love, girl loves boy back, and then once they get children, problems start coming. story of life. In the beginning, it's love. In the end, it's going to be financial. She's going to think of money. She's going to think of lifestyle. She's going to just start seeing other people living lavishly with children and with their rich husbands or boyfriend or whatever the hell they call them things right now that they have, sperm donors. And then she's going to want to start jealous. And then she's going to want to have that also. And she's going to look at you and despise you for not being able or capable or willing to provide her that lifestyle. The reason I say capable, able, or willing is because I have seen rich guys lose their girl to a guy on a bike. They ain't got no money. Bumming off of her, which I have no problem with, because she's the demon. So she needs to be taken advantage of, abused even. Yeah, you're a demon. Everything that comes towards you that's evil, that's what you get. That's what you support. That's what you deserve. But then you have other people that have a rich, famous husband, and then they leave, females, then they leave her rich, famous husband for another rich, famous guy. So this is just madness, man. You don't know what the hell is going on. So why don't you just trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and leave all that type of fleshly nonsense alone? Once you do that, then you're going to start realizing how happy you actually are when you are alone. But it's not like how the American female thinks like, oh, I'm happy when I'm alone, because you're lying to yourself. You see, there's a difference between being alone and lonely. There's two different things. Certain men are actually able to do that. Certain women are able to do that. I have seen them. So it's not something with bitterness that they are alone. It's in the spirit. They are very spiritual. You know, I've seen a lot of females actually being alone and not being demons. Not hating men and stuff like that. They're just normal, friendly, cool cat. You know, but they just live a certain way. And certain people can do that. Certain men, certain Israelite men, certain Israelite women can do that. And certain cannot. You know, it depends. And if you are one of those, hey, good. If you are not, hey, good. Doesn't matter. Just don't be a demon. You know? Don't be a demon. Don't abuse this world. Just use it. If you find something good for you and it works for you, and just use it. Because you might say like, well, that's not scriptural. Well, are you wearing 100% the clothing that the Lord said that you should wear? Are you eating 100% unstrangled food? Do you know what you're wearing? It's unlawful. Yeah, but we're under the you know, we're under the mercies of Yahweh. Okay, good. You just said it, right? Okay, good. We're under the mercies of Yahweh Shai. Okay, cool, cat. So don't worry too much about all the other things, because the mercy does come. Because the woman was supposed to be killed in the very act of adultery, but she wasn't. Why? The Lord said, "Go and don't do it again. Go sin no more." So that's a sin unto death. But let me read the last one. Here, right? 1 John chapter 5 or something? 5 and 7? No. Oh, sorry, 16. If any man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death, he shall ask Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, you pray for him, and he shall give him life for them that sin not unto death. And how do you give him life? By giving him the truth. What is life? So you see him sinning, but he doesn't know certain things. And then you teach him like, hey, the Lord actually doesn't like it when you eat pork or sleep with another man's wife or eat shrimp and all that type of stuff. You learn them certain things, right? John chapter 6 verse 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, maketh alive. And the spirit is the Bible. The words. The flesh profited nothing, because you're going to die anyway. Well, in the flesh, you're going to get older and stuff like that. That's what I mean. Especially going back 2,000 years ago. But now we're in the last days, so we hope that we make it. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, and they are life. Right. So, that's it. So, you give him life for them that sin not unto death. Like if he's a sodomite, I don't bother myself with you. You know the scriptures. I would say like, hey man, sodomites are gonna be put to death and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm not, you know, whatever. If you turn from it, great for you. That's book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6. It says that the sodomite can turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But you need to keep that to yourself, my man. Because a lot of people going to think different of you if you say like, hey, I did this in my past life and I'm sorry about it. Yo, man, you don't have to tell me. Just keep it to yourself and know that the Lord, he will forgive you. But go and do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up with that filthiness. Because, listen, if you see these kids nowadays, look, I'm not making a joke. I'm not making this up. This is reality. This is the life that we're living in. You have children that are in their 14s and 15s, high school children, right? High school children. High school children in the Netherlands, for example. Okay, you have high school children. Look at that. You have high school children over here in the Netherlands, right? A lot of them, actually, I want to look at my people, actually. But anyway, I hope you get the picture. They're being taught that there's nothing wrong with being a sodomite, and they have no supervisors over them. Their supervisors are these teachers that are teaching them garbage. So, you might have a boy or a girl that has a girlfriend at the school, but you don't know about it as the parents. Hey man, these things are possible, man. I'm giving you all possibilities as examples. Or you have a son, that's even fucking worse, man. But anyway, you have a son that has a little boyfriend. You know, they kiss and hold hands and shit. You know, when they're in school and stuff like that. Just madness, man. Just madness, man. You know? Crazy stuff. You already know how girls already are concerning themselves. Holding hands and all that there and stuff like that. That's what girls been doing back in the days. But nowadays, when you see girls holding hands, you mean 13, 12, 14. That's already about the time of age when they start to get interested in boys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Some earlier, some later. But anyway, then they start to get on an active type tip, looking on the internet, especially if you give them a phone. A child of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, you can start giving them a phone there. But under those ages, they have no business having a phone. They're gonna look up sex, and they're gonna look it up on Google and stuff like that, and they're gonna start seeing images and pictures and stuff like that. What do you think they're gonna do with that? Back in the days, you had the young ones that had an winkel boeken underwear. The women's section. You had these books. Back in the days, in the 80s and the 90s, you had books like this. You had books that would display women's underwear and stuff like that, like these type of books. I was looking for the books, but then they would have female underwear in underwear and stuff like that. You know, that was already crazy for the Jake men, not just Jake men, all boys. It's already over. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. You already know what they're gonna do with it. You know, and it's not even a boring book. It's just a freaking book where you have women in underwear posing to sell the underwear and stuff like that. Yeah. You see books like this. Like I said, it's not even a dirty book. But to a young boy, 12 years, 13, 14, stuff like that, this is a dirty book. You know, because they see 90% naked females. They're literally 90% naked. This might be, I don't know what 85% naked. I don't know, I don't know the category, the percentage, but it's fucking nudity over here, it's crazy. But anyway, they blurred it out. Yes, they did, but this is like 90%. This is like, I saw one right here. Where is it? This one here. Even more nudity, so if you was to see this when you're 12 years old, what do you think you're gonna do? That's why you shouldn't be giving children no damn phone, because they're gonna find it out. They're gonna Google it. They're gonna look it up. But anyway, so you will have your children walking around here doing stuff behind your back, because when your children were smoking weed, you didn't know about it. You found out later because they start to get high, red eyes and all that type of stuff. That's how your parents found out you were smoking, right? Because they didn't know. They didn't know what you was doing. Mines didn't. they found out later on and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You start smelling like cigarettes now. Actually, weed, actually, not cigarettes, because I didn't smoke cigarettes. But yeah, you start smelling like weed and stuff like that, you know, and then you hide it. They don't really know when you come home. You come home high. They don't know. They don't know. They have no idea. So same thing. Let me finish it up. Wrap it up. Same thing with the children. You know, they do little silly stuff when they in school. They go on sleepovers to each other and stuff like that. They do stuff. Yeah. And then, you know, once they get older, they start to realize, like, shit, the fuck have I been doing? And the Most High, yeah, he said he had mercy on those, as you can see here. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Okay. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Heavenly Father? No, not be not deceived. No fornicators, filthy people on the sexual type tip, nor adulterers, nor idolaters, which is idol worshippers, nor adulterers, which is people that sleep with other men's wives, or wives that sleep with other men while they have a husband. See, a man is allowed to have multiple children, so yeah, as long as the woman is single and you can take care of her, you know, then hey, go ahead. Nor effeminate, nor abuses of themselves with mankind, which is a sodomite, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, which is a person that speaks evil of deities and actually more people in rulership, nor extortioners, yeah, shall inherit the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. And such were some of you. So all these things, some of the Israelites were that. Yes, including this one. Abuses of themselves with mankind. You might ask yourself, what does that mean? If you go to the other translate, in the Hebrew it says it, but I want you to read this one. This thing here. Here. Yeah, I read this one for you. You're abusing yourself. This is abuse. If you do filthiness like that. A man should never in his life put his face in a pillow and his butt cheeks in the air. You do not. Even when you bend over to get something under the bed, you don't do that. You lay on your belly. Even if you have a Versace on or a Gucci, you lay on your belly and you go under that bed of yours to go grab something or something that you put there. Or you put a jacket on the floor and then you lay on it with your belly, with your stomach, and then you grasp whatever you need from underneath that bed. You should never be in a compromising position. That's not a position that a man is supposed. A male also, if you don't want to call yourself a man, don't matter. A male, you're not supposed to be in those compromising positions, even if you're trying to do good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool cat, right? So, yeah, not supposed to do that. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushai, and by the Spirit of our power, Yahweh. Now, why do I say all that here? It's to show you that these children, while growing up, especially the children of nowadays, my man, you know? So that's why you need to be more understanding toward them. Yes, it is irritating. Yes, it is irritating. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, it is irritating when I see this. And he wants to battle me for the dark-skinned Lord that I worship. He wants to talk shit, you know? Wants to poke little jokes and stuff like that. I get fucking angry. I get angry, but I'm thinking to myself like, oh, this guy's a fool. That's what I think. So I'm like, let me forgive this dude. And then you think of scriptures, you know, Stephen, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. You know, that's why Stephen had a man. I admire Stephen, bro. You know, I'm really looking at him like, man, he didn't even hate them. Damn, he didn't even get angry. I'm like, damn, I can't. I need to get myself like that, man. You know, I do it. It's working. It's working. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, you know. I'm getting there, bit by bit, you know, bit by bit. Me are getting there. you know, bit by bit. But still, you look at it and be like, wow, that's a different type of spirit. You know, it's not 100% hard, I know, but you also need to have the want. Yeah, sometimes I just want to punch him in the face. But I'm not doing it, of course. You know, but yeah, things come in your head. And especially, like I said, when I see my own people fighting against our Lord, they want to be with them. I don't get that shit, man. Like, what? You weird. But then again, if you read the scriptures, you will see that there's a lot of weird niggas. There's just a lot of weird black people. I don't even know what to call them, niggas. Black. Just a bunch of weirdos, man. Just a bunch of weird Jake descendants, you know? A bunch of weird Jacob descendants that are just lost. And they really think that they're better than you because they have a pale god that looks like this, an Arab. This doesn't even look Arab. This guy looks like he's from Turkey or something. He looks like that. Or maybe Syria. I don't know. We look like that. Syrians, stuff like that. Yeah. We look almost like Esau, but you can clearly see he's not an Edomite. He looks like one. Probably 100% he's mixed up or something like that. Because most of the time they look like this with the black hair and dark bright eyes. But then again, yeah, the unibrow dudes. Unibrow. Then again, they mixed up also with Esau, so hey. And yeah. Most of the time, the dudes like this is like, especially when they're on the Edomite tip, they're sodomite. Yeah. So yeah. But not all of them. But yeah, that's the point of me bringing up 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, that some of the children of our people will grow up in the midst of them, and then they're gonna make mistakes, you know. But the Lord said, the ones that's, especially if you're a grown ass man, it's not really an excuse for you. The only thing that you can wait for is death. But the grown ass male, where is it? Here. Let me read it again. 1 John 5:16. If any man see his brother sin a sin which is not unto death, he shall ask, and shall give him life for them. Shall give him life for them that sin not unto death. Period. There is a sin unto death. I do not say that he shall pray for it. So, certain people, you don't pray for them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. All unrighteousness is sin, and there is not a sin not unto death. So actually, all of them, because you break one, you break them all, right? But if you don't if you line up your hair and you line up your beard and you eat pork, those are not sins unto death. They're sins that lead unto death because of because of this. Right? Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death. So the payment of sin is death eventually. But not right then and there on the spot. If you commit adultery, if you commit sodomy, that one is on the spot you die. You should. But the Lord gave mercy upon that. But yeah, you shouldn't try to test that too far with people around you, like, yo man, I did this. Because if you committed adultery and stuff like that, and brothers know about it, you know, they're gonna be wary of you, of course. They're gonna be like, hey, this guy doesn't fear the Lord. I can't let this guy in my house around my wife or stuff like that, because I don't like this guy actually. You know, he might have really turned from his sin, but still, you know, that thing is there. But if it's a long time ago and he never did it after that again, then people are you know, they're gonna still have it in the back, but they're still gonna be like, okay, cool cat, you know, he did it. But if it's fresh, yeah, you know how people are. Well, you should know. People are in the flesh, so they might think a certain way. Certain people really give you the benefit of the doubt, and most of the time, not most of the time, I have seen a lot of times that you have a friendly person welcome another person in their house, and then the guy fucks his wife, or the guy steals from him or murders him and steals from him too, You know, because of jealousy, covetousness, and stuff like that. You have people like that around, man. That's why you shouldn't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trusting everybody that just looks like you. So even if they look like you know what I'm saying? Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Oh yeah, let me leave you with this one. Right? I don't know which one it is, 17 or 15. I don't know. Let me see. Where would love is on? Let me see.